Hey everyone, I'm Chef Tony Marciante with my wife Sonia. You're about to watch one of our cooking videos that's created for our howtocookseafood.com online cooking classes. I want to let you know we are in late May of 2020 and there's only the two of us in the restaurant. As you can see, we are very socially distanced. There's nobody here and we're the ones eating our foods. For that reason, you're not going to see our masks on right now. We do respect that and we're wearing our gloves, of course, and everything else. But just to let you know, that's why. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy the video, and this is a sample of what you're going to see in our online cooking course. So we hope we become friends with you in our community, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Chef Tony Marciante. My wife Sonia is running the camera right now. We are here to show you a recipe we do in the restaurant every day. It's part of our cooking class online, so we hope you enjoy it. This is very similar to how your lessons will be. It's very quick, to the point, and factual. So we're making a dish called Italian paella today. We have a dry pasta here. It's angel hair pasta, capellini. We have mussels from Prince Edward Island. We have a scallop from Massachusetts. We have beautiful Texas shrimp. We're going to use some olive oil. We're going to use some Old Bay and a lobster broth that we have in another container over there. So we start the recipe like this, by breaking the pasta up and putting it in a hot pan. We'll add a little bit of oil. That's going to get hot real quick because it's already gotten heated up ahead of time. We're going to put in a ladle full of marinara sauce, whatever type you like. We're going to add some lobster broth to this pan. Alright. That's going to start cooking that pasta and that flavor. We're also going to add a little bit of chopped up garlic and olive oil right here. Just lay that in the juice. And a couple shakes of Old Bay. Alright, so the Old Bay, maybe half a tablespoonful. We're going to let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to cook that pasta and cook in some of the flavor. And we'll be right back when we start adding the seafood. So it'll be about 3 to 5 minutes, so we'll see you in a minute. Hey folks, we're back to pick up our preparation of the Italian paella. The pasta and the juice has been cooking. Remember, this is a little bit of marinara sauce, some garlic, some Old Bay, and a little bit of lobster stock. You can use a chicken broth, any kind of fish stock. Here's the seafood that we'll be adding today. We're going to be putting in one Massachusetts scallop. This is a U10 size. Okay, we're going to put that in and let that cook right in the broth. Put 3 of these shrimp. These are a 10 to 15 size. And we're going to put our handful of mussels. We're going to add a little bit more broth to give it some liquid. Put a little bit more lobster broth on top of the paella to make sure it's juicy. And we'll let that cook for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Now you could also cook this seafood in a saute pan and add it in later, but we like to put everything together so all the flavors come together. At the very end of it, we'll put in some lump crab meat and present it. So this cooks for about 3 minutes or so. Folks, we've just added in our shrimp, our mussels, and our scallop, and we'll be returning that to the broth to cook shortly. And it'll be about 3 or 4 more minutes. So you'll see the pasta in the paella is still a little bit al dente. You only want to cook it about 3 or 4 minutes. Soft enough to eat, of course, but you don't want to overcook it. And remember that pasta started from a raw state. You'll see some of the mussels are opening now. That's what you want to look for. If any of these mussels don't open in the next minute, I'm going to throw them away, take them out of the dish, because they're probably not good. They should all open, but just in case, that's what you want to look for. And again, if you can get these big scallops, they're beautiful, but you certainly don't need to use them. If they were smaller, you want to put them in for a little bit less time. You can put them in closer to the end of it. As you can see, the shrimp is starting to turn from opaque to a little bit more pink. Maybe another minute or so. One common mistake that people make when cooking seafood is they overcook it. They're so worried about it being done, they cook it to death and you lose a lot of flavor and the texture. This is really finished right now. If you go back to look at these mussels, they're opening up nicely. They're all getting that nice broth inside. So that broth is cooking them as well as the the broth that's coming from inside them makes for a great flavor to go out into the rest of the pasta. So right now we're going to add a little bit of lump crab meat. I'd say about 2 ounces or so. Obviously, if you love crab meat more, then put as much as you like. Put that right on top. The crab meat always comes cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll do a little sprinkle of some flat leaf parsley chopped in there really nice. We'll check our seafood to make sure it's where we want it. I'm pretty sure it's there. Your scallop is not going to be cooked all the way through. It's not going to be well done. If you want, you could put it in as soon as you put the pasta in to make it more of a well done state. But for me, we don't need to make that way. These mussels are nice and plump. See the nice color inside? Very good. And everything is good. Now, if you notice the broth, you see it's got a little thick. That's from the starch in the pasta, so that's why this dish is very unique. It's very easy to make, but that pasta will thicken up the broth that's inside and give it a beautiful little texture. We're going to go ahead and cut our power off to that. And we suggest a nice big pasta bowl of some sort. You look at that beautiful pasta in there. Try to pull the middle pasta out. And then just ladle the seafood right on top. And there you have our Italian paella. It's one of our very, very famous and well-ordered dishes here at the restaurant. And we're excited to bring it to you. It's really only probably 7 or 8 ingredients, very easy to make. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate your attention. And again, this is an example of a recipe that you'll see inside the course on howtocookseafood.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.